You ever have a song stuck in your head and you can't remember the lyrics? Like you can only remember 3 words out of the whole freaking song and they just play over and over and over again? I hate that. I'ma be loving that good life. I'ma be loving that. I'm a bumblebee? Huh? Random Cade fact of the week. I'm gauging my ears out, and so I had my ears pierced when I was 7, so I just had to stick them back through and break the skin again, so I upped them in size and ended up with these, and obviously you can see I only have one. I lost the other one already, so now I have to go up another size because I'm impatient and I don't want it to go back to normal. Woe is me. This week, we're talking about coming out. I feel like we talk about coming out a lot. Do you? Do you feel like we talk about it a lot? I guess because that's like our main idea, the main issue that everyone has, the reason that we're all linked. Alright, coming out to people you don't know, or that your acquaintances with, your doctor, your dentist, your camera operator here. I really like Jess's comment about how not every part of you is gay. Like, being gay is a part of you, but not every part of you is gay. Just gay. Does that make sense? I've gotten past the initial anxiety of constantly deciding whether or not to come out to someone. I've kind of personally secured my decision in who I'm going to tell or who I've told and who, doesn't really need to know. I agree with the opinion that I don't think it relates to everyone that you're going to meet, Like, if you want to share that part of you with them, then that's cool. If you think it's just something that should be known, that's cool. But as far as, like, jobs go, or people you get in a car wreck with, or your doctor, or your dentist, or your trash man, or the neighbor down the street with the funny looking dog, like, there are just some people that just don't need to know. Like, the day will not end, the world will not end. Your interaction with that person is not going to be drastically different if they don't know. And if you think that they should know, then by all means scream it from the rooftops. That's your decision. But my point being that I've come to a comfortable decision of where that line is for me. And so, living as stealth, I choose a very limited population to know all the sordid details of my life. And so it's basically just become a running inside joke of sorts. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to offend anyone, really. This is just my personal perspective. But, if someone makes a comment, an offhanded comment about gender, or if someone else, says something that could be taken in a different light, if they were to know about me, I think it would change the way that they are organically. And as long as that's positive, I don't feel the need to change that. I think my relationships with biological men would be different. They're already difficult enough. But I think they would be different. I think that people I work with would see me differently. I think that there's a strong dynamic of privilege that isn't really talked about, unfortunately, very much within the gay or the straight community. But I think that, people see you differently depending on the demographics in which you put yourself, because people like to see boxes. So if your dentist has his hands in your mouth and you decide to tell him that you're gay, and it might just make things unnecessarily awkward. And who needs awkwardness? Any more awkwardness than we already have? Lord knows, life is awkward. So I don't really see the need to add to that, unless it's going to change someone's perspective. If someone's talking shit, about gay people, or if they don't know anything about transgender people, and if I feel like it would benefit the situation to out myself, then yeah, I'm going to do so. I'm going to talk to them about it. I'm going to be upfront. But if I feel like it would be putting myself out there for no reason, then maybe I might leave it out. It doesn't mean I'm hiding it. It really doesn't. I think that's one of the things that people misconstrue the most, or it's a fine line on your reasoning for doing it, but for me it's really not about hiding. It's not about being ashamed of who I am. It's just really kind of picking and choosing which outlets I decide that it takes precedent in. I feel like I'm rambling. I wish I knew what to say. With that being said, I do realize that there is a big difference between coming out as gay and coming out as trans. People that are identifying as transgendered and have decided to physically transition are attempting to change the perception of others, and to get your view of me to match my view of myself as best it can. So in certain situations, outing myself would be to change that perspective. And until someone knows me and until they have a background in which to judge me, then I don't really see the need to confuse that. But as far as coming out and being gay, I think it's your best judgment call. It's where you stand. If you're going to be comfortable doing it, if it's no big deal, just like you can say, no, actually, I have a girlfriend, or me and my girlfriend are doing this, or my girlfriend and I go here. If that's no big deal to you, if you've accepted that and you're comfortable with it, then by all means do that. But if you admitting to it in a casual setting is going to make it awkward, and you're not going to be able to finish the doctor's appointment, or buy your groceries, or do the daily tasks that you were doing when you got confronted, then don't worry about it. It's not a stressor. That person doesn't need to know. And if you'd be more comfortable not saying anything, don't feel bad. Don't be ashamed. That's what I got. That's how I feel about coming out. I'm gonna be loving that good life. I'm gonna be loving that. What is the rest of that song? Oh!